coverage, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From the 29, Mahomes. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rodgers now on first down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Rodgers now on first down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Eric Stokes in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And again, it's Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Hey, 88.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On play action, Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Hey, check 26. Check 30.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game.
Jump out! Go to 50, man. You walk over here.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, I think the pass. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On the counter, here's Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And here's Jones again on second down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Rodgers will throw for it, and he will get into the end zone, and it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Mahomes to throw once more. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And his pass, incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flushed out right. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now here's Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to about the 37. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Mahomes. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Mahomes maybe a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Mahomes. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide